On today's episode, well, I found it. Does it work? Yeah, no, it doesn't. What's up, nerds? In my previous video where I got my TV station transmitting over the air, albeit to a very limited distance, I kind of mentioned that I had one of these little Casio TV-800, little handheld LCD battery powered TVs, but I couldn't find it in time for the video. So after some digging around, I did in fact find it, and well, let's just say it's enough to warrant making a video on getting this thing back to life, I guess. I mean, the last time I used it was about 10 years ago, maybe, and it still has the original batteries in it. So let's just show you what we have going on inside. So if we open it up, come on. Yep. In true Duracell fashion, they've leaked. You've got 3 here and one little guy in the back here. That's got some corrosion on it. This is a Casio TV-800B. It came out like 99 or something like that, maybe 2000. It's hard to really find any information about this. I did find the instruction manual on the Internet Archive, so we know how to operate it. Of course, I knew how to operate it before I even, found out, because it's very, intuitive. Off, you can tune to VHF or UHF, and you got a little audio video jack. Is it back here underneath this? Oh, it's down underneath the antenna. You have audio video input, I suppose. Yeah, you just use like a little headphone jack kind of tip ring sleeve kind of thing, and you can use a little DC adapter if you got one, but that kind of tethers you and it eliminates the whole point of having a portable, but whatever. On this side, you have your brightness and your volume, little speaker, and a thing where you can plug your earpiece in. I doubt it's stereo, but it's something. But anyway, first things first, let's get these batteries out, clean out the terminals, make sure they didn't corrode and, wipe out any of the, or dissolve any of the wiring in there, because that would really suck. Good old Duracell. They used to be the gold standard. Now they're just another garbage, battery. I mean, on par with like Rayovac or something like that. I mean, maybe I'll switch to Energizer. If you guys know a better battery that won't leak as quickly as Duracell, let me know in the comments, please. But yeah, let's get this thing cleaned up. Oh, let's get these batteries out of here. Let's see what we're dealing with. Magic powder there. Oh, yeah, that's hoofa. That's not good. Oh, that one's a little bit cleaner. There you go. And get this guy out. All right, these will be disposed of properly, not totally thrown in the trash can. Wink, wink. Yeah, some rust and corrosion there on that spring. That one looks clean. Well, this is a dirty mess. So it's time to break out the big guns here. Bam. Walmart white vinegar and a toothbrush. Get these for free every time we go to the dentist. So shout out to Magnolia Modern Dentistry. They're a great bunch of people over there. Keep my teeth nice and, healthy. But I get free scrub brushes from them. So that's a plus. So let me get back here. And for cleaning, because I just kind of dip the brush in here, get nice and soaked. Keeps the mess to a minimum. I mean, this 2 quarts of vinegar is like, $1 or $2. It's not that much. I'm not going to afford to have one just for cleaning, especially if my subscriber count finally hits 1,000 or so. I can get, a budget to keep getting vinegar. So you guys subscribe and help me realize that dream of free vinegar for life. Anyways, get there and we're going to scrub it very, very, I don't know what the word is I'm trying to find here, but scrub it a lot. There you go. I'm really reaching down in my vocabulary for this. Kind of let it soak in. It'll kind of dissolve itself. That's the best thing about building my little bench out of old 2x4s. I don't give a shit what drops on here. I can always mop it up and clean up later. And if it gets too bad, slap another wall stud from Home Depot on it. It'll be a nice pinkish hue to it, but oh well, that's how I roll. This one down here and get on this. The vinegar actually removes and stops the corrosion. And I've seen some, places that recommend, or some sites or people that recommend diluting this with some distilled water, but now we're going full tilt with this one here. You can always go ahead and dry it off later. Use this very same little flathead screwdriver to kind of pick up some of this off. And it's being a bastard. Scrub a little more, break up a little more, dump a little more. And we're gonna get a little bit more. What I might do, the rest of it is pretty decent, so I might just put some on this terminal right here, set it on its side like this, out of focus. I go right there. Maybe put a couple more drops in it just for good measure. And let this soak for a couple of minutes. You see the bubbles, that means it's working, it's magic. So we'll give it a couple of minutes and come back to it and finish cleaning. It's been about 10 minutes. Let's see. It's some gooiness left in there. Let's see if we can scrub that out of there. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, it's coming along just fine. It's getting there. I can see metal again. It's not rusty. Yeah, it just needs a good cleaning. It's a little bit back in there. I'll have to get in there with like a little toothpick or something to really get that out. This side, there's a little bit stubbornness right there. Come on, there it goes. All right, so I think our only area of concern now is this one here. And it's this little bit. Let me see if I can zoom in more so you can see what's going on. All right, right down there. It's just, it's really crusty around the base there. I mean, it's some real stubborn things. Yeah, there we go. I just had to break free. Let it sit a couple minutes, and then I'll get a Q-tip, dry all this up, and then go back over it with some isopropyl alcohol just to get all this stuff out of here, get it nice and cleaned up. And then we'll go from there, find 4 new, better batteries, maybe, and fire this thing up and see if it works. But I also have to address the griminess around the screen. Yeah, that's just hideous. The rest of it, it's not that bad. It's old. It's been sitting in a box in my closet for some time now. It's got some dust and typical late 90s plastic. It's not really sticky like the gummy one, but it's not in the best of shape either. It just feels kind of, I don't know, cheap is the word I'm looking for. And well, it is Casio. Yeah, it's just dirty and old like me. So we get this cleaned up and get some. I actually might have to make a run to the store and see if they have maybe some energizers or something better than Duracell, because I want this to last and I want to be able to use it, for a little while. Anyway, hang tight. Most of the vinegar has either evaporated or drained off, or who knows, wherever vinegar goes. The corrosion is pretty much gone. All the terminals are nice and shiny. Just want to get any residue out. And my dog decided to go nuts because they know exactly when I'm filming. All right, so that is, I guess, vinegar free almost, but to ensure that it is really clean, we're gonna kind of get a Q-tip full of alcohol here. If there's later on in the day, some alcohol will be going in belly too, but oh well, I'm still technically on the clock, so that can't happen. Just gonna kind of clean up everything right there, kind of make sure everything's nice and vinegar free. Clean up some more. Get this all cleaned up. Any residual residue, make sure that's all gone. I'm gonna let this soak a couple, not soak, I'm gonna let this dry out a couple of minutes. The opposite of soak. I got some batteries here, Energizer Max. They had the lithiums available, but you could only get them in the 8-packs. I just went to Walmart, and that was like 20 something bucks. This was $5 or $6. Better than Duracell. Not the best, apparently, but better than what we had before. So I'm gonna let this dry and pop the batteries in. Compartment's all dried up and clean. New batteries are in. Let's turn on. We're looking for VHF. All right, we got power.
Oh yeah, looks like the can open up a little can.
I can hear it. Let's see if brightness maybe.
Nice to see that stress management class paid.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. The viewing angle is horrible on this. You have to have this exact.
I wasn't invited.
But I don't think that's anything, that's happened, over the last couple of years. It's just the way these, older color LCDs are. It's just, yeah, you have to have it at a certain angle. So it's cleaned here. I'm going to clean the screen off and give the whole thing a general cleaning. And then we're going to take it outside and walk around and see just how far we're broadcasting. Yeah, let's go on an adventure. The view angle still sucks, but I can see it. No interference yet. That's my house right behind the gray Dodge right there. That's about 100 feet away. Let's go another 50 feet maybe and see if it starts breaking up. Yeah, we're right at the threshold now, and way down there, about 200 feet away, is my house. So yeah, I think we're maybe exceeding the allowed FCC broadcast range, so I might have to do something about that. Anyway, yeah, this actually turned out pretty decent. I mean, just for a little blonder tongue / Drake transmitter and a DIY antenna, little small amplifier that is actually not matched for the megahertz range that we're on. It's surprisingly strong. So there you go. Thank you for sticking out this little short video, and yeah, you guys take it easy.